So before I start talking about some interesting scenarios that are being flashed looking at the price action of Bitcoin in a different time frame, I just want you guys to quickly destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit the subscribe button and the bell. Thank you very much. So on my previous video, we did talk about this symmetrical triangle, and since this symmetrical triangle was a very symmetrical triangle, I even showed you the price objective, the previous low around 25,500 or even the 25,000 support line. We did came at the price objective from the symmetrical triangle, and right after that started showing impulsiveness. Now since we are back inside the symmetrical triangle, what to expect next? Because if you look at the price action here in a bigger time frame, we have already broken the support from this 200 weekly moving average, which was considered as a strong line of support. Yes guys, the price of Bitcoin has broken some of the key line of support, and now this here could also mean the price for the medium short term could show some relief rally, but this 200 weekly moving average, which previously acted as a line of support, could be rejecting the price, and price after that is expected to show another continuation here to the downside around 20,000 to 21,000 before choosing an actual trend duration. Because if you look at the price action and if you look at this RSI here in a weekly time frame, RSI is clearly forming lower highs where the price is forming higher highs. That means we are being flashed with a bearish divergence. Even if you look at this MACD, this is a bearish MACD cross, T3CCI indicator also in a negative territory. So this is definitely showing us the price for the coming days might show some more weakness, and not just only because of this 200 weekly moving average support which we have broken, but also the price since 2018 has always seen a retracement around this rising trend line before turning bullish. I mean, the price of Bitcoin, whenever it has shown a retracement around this rising trend line, it has started a very nice and aggressive impulsiveness, and that is exactly what we are also expecting to happen if the price of Bitcoin gets attracted towards 20,000 21,000 range. Because in the past price action, testing the support from this rising trend line has led to some very nice impulsive movement. So we are expecting the price after some range bound, right after finding support at this rising trend line, to start with another impulsiveness. And now, even if we look at this in a very simple way, by simply looking at this descending channel here in a 3-day time frame, because if you look at the price structure, I showed you on my previous video, the price has already lost the support from this rising trend line, and in the past price action we found out losing the support from this rising trend line led to a continuation here to the downside, and the price objective also reached out perfectly. I mean, the price objective from this rising trend line reached out perfectly, price consolidated, showed some relief rally before breaking it to the downside. I am not expecting the price of Bitcoin to show another continuation here like this. That would be the worst case, right? But for now, some relief rally getting attracted towards 27 28,000, and then a final move, the price objective from this rising trend line around 20,000 21,000 before starting a new impulsiveness. Yes guys, the price of Bitcoin for the coming days might be showing weakness, because parallelly we are also forming a rising wedge in a weekly time frame, which is a bearish continuation pattern. But if we look at this weekly candle, this weekly candle is still forming higher lows. I mean, this is still higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern type of formation. So if the price of Bitcoin holds the support around 25,000, that would be very nice, because in that case the price will still be forming a higher lows, and that could still result in some impulsive movement for the coming days. But as long as we struggle to break out of this 27,000 28,000, in that case this lower trend line or the price objective from this rising wedge around 20,000 21,000 will be on the line. And parallelly we also found out not just only breaking the support from this rising trend line or this rising wedge, even the continuation from this head and shoulder will play out parallelly. I mean, the price of Bitcoin has already lost the support from this rising trend line or the neckline from this head and shoulder, right, which is a bearish continuation pattern. And now if the price objective is going to play out from this head and shoulder, then again 21,000 20,000 will be on the line. And not just only that, even the double top formation, which I have mentioned plenty of time in my video, I mean, the price losing the support on 25,000 will result in another bigger continuation here to the downside. And even the price objective from this double top is somewhere between 21,000 to 20,000 range. So looking at different time frame, looking at different scenarios, the price of Bitcoin for the coming days might get attracted here to the downside first before choosing a trend duration. But if we look at the price action here in a smaller time frame, we are forming a bullish continuation pattern known as descending channel or falling channel. So according to this falling channel, according to the descending channel, the price is getting rejected around the upper trend line, but the lower trend line is acting as a support. So in the medium short term, if the price of Bitcoin breaks out from this key line of resistance around 26,100, 26,200, then we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to show some relief rally, right? Price showing another continuation on 27,000 to 28,000 before deciding the trend duration, because we know getting rejection around that area means the price could be also forming this did get bounce trading pattern type of formation. I mean, getting rejection between 0.5, 0.618 is usually a dead cat bounce or fake out, and price after that shows a retracement here like this. So this is exactly what we want to avoid, and for this scenario to get invalidated, we have to find proper support above 0.5, 0.618, which is going to be above 28,000. So even if this bullish scenario plays out, the price in a bigger frame still looks bearish. But if you would say, hey Anup, why only bearish scenarios, why not bullish scenarios? Guys, for bullish scenario, I just want you to look at this yearly chart. I mean, according to the history, Bitcoin has never had 2 consecutive red years in a row. That means we already had a red year in 2022. So the upcoming days for Bitcoin, if you look at this yearly chart, could be still bullish. I mean, even if 1 or 2 months is going to be bearish, please do not panic, because in bigger picture, the price for the coming years might be slowly turning bullish, because we know parallelly we also have this Bitcoin halving next year, and this Bitcoin halving is going to be another catalyst to start a new bull market, because with each and every halving, you can see the price of Bitcoin after that has turned extremely bullish, and this is exactly what we are also expecting to happen after this Bitcoin halving. Yes guys, the price of Bitcoin, even if it's going to show further continuation here to the downside for a month, please do not panic, because in a bigger picture, in a yearly picture, you can see the price for the coming year looks extremely bullish. So even if you freak out looking at the current scenario, simply zoom out. Yes guys, if you are worried, if you think the market for the coming days might be bearish, then simply look at this yearly chart, because the yearly chart is actually showing us the market in 2024-25 is going to be extremely bullish. So these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please do not hesitate to destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.